Good morning. Welcome back. This is your reading for Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. So the question always is, what is it that you guys need to know in order to heal, in order to have a wonderful day, and most of all, well, not most of all, but a lot of times, what do the cards mean? Okay, right there. Ooh, we have the Seven of Wands upright. Oh, this makes sense. Along with the Five of Swords upright and the Ten of Pentacles upright. Okay. Well, so our Seven of Wands is always about the need to stand up for yourself, to create, well, standing up for yourself is what creates the healthy boundaries. And you can see this kind of helps with astrology, to learn astrology, because Mars in Leo, right? Mars is about motivation. It's about what you will do to fight and defend yourself if need be. And it has everything to do with like the life force in your body that keeps you grounded on earth. And sometimes we really do have to say, you know, we kind of have to like turn the other cheek and say, no, this is my space. You're not allowed in. I'm taking a break. Or don't put me on a pedestal. Go create your own life. Basically, that it can be this with the artwork on this card, with this deck. That can be the situation. Yeah. It's quite different than the Rider-Waite-Smith, where, you know, there's the guy straddling this stream of water, and he's got two different shoes on. So it looks like, you know, had to jump up and defend himself. But in this situation, this is about meditating and understanding that love is your only protection, but also it's an act of love to stand up and defend yourself. And it's not a mental thing. You know, these are the wands. They're not the swords. And that might be why we have the Five of Swords, because maybe there's someone out there with this deep inner conflict that doesn't understand that you can't just go around. I mean, you have to use your intention to get what you want, but then you're going to have to, a lot of times, work, well, I would say always, you have to work for it, because that's what keeps you grounded on earth, well grounded, I should say, on earth. I mean, gravity's doing its job always, right? We have no control over that. But how well you are grounded in your own body, on your own path, taking care of your soul task. We always have to work hard, and we often have to stand up for ourselves along the way. We have to make our own decisions. And then we may have to be fighting off other people who are wanting to like poke things at us or coming after us because they want to knock us down so they can get up there. And then it becomes a battle of wills, and it becomes this like, you know, who do you think you are? And so we're dealing with superiority issues. And I mean, I get those kind of comments all the time. You guys don't see them because I block them. I block the, you know, the user. But, yeah, trying to tell me how to read my cards and trying to tell me how to get myself together. And basically, yeah, you know how far that goes with me. So anyway, the deepest inner conflict we all have inside has to do with, and this is something we might always have to battle for, you know, until we get it clear and we get it worked through, and then we can just give it up to the universe. But it's our legacy with the Ten of Pentacles. It really is our legacy within our ancestry as well. And you'll find, if you really think about it, you'll find that at least one or two people in your family had you know, often it could be several people in your family that have the same issues, and then you'll have a few that have the opposite issues, and they had to kind of work things out within their family. But with the Five of Swords, our deepest inner conflict, our deepest pain is in not, it has to do with where we're not in union with our real self. So the Seven of Wands tries to teach us to love ourselves, always put ourselves in that position of putting the love out there, but also you don't have to battle, The Five of Wands kind of is supposed to have taught us that you don't really have to battle, that our real battle is only to keep our hearts open in love, and especially love ourselves through different things, And then with the Six of Wands, we usually have some type of public recognition or victory or progress and self-confidence over the other issues. But then with the Seven of Wands, again, you have to protect your space. You have to protect the victory that you created. So, and it's usually just victory over ourselves, our own unhealthy egos. But anyway, so the Five of Wands can have, this is a 7, but the Five of Wands can have to do with the struggles between our attitudes, whether they're constructive or destructive. And with the Five of Swords, they're definitely destructive mental attitudes, right? The swords are always mental. And they will be a part of I actually don't mind this card at all, because whenever I see it, it's like, oh, I know I'm in a false belief. Or the person I'm reading for is just working through a false belief. It's not really who they are, excuse me, at all. It just has everything to do with bringing through the unconscious attitudes that have been causing, our deepest inner conflict to come up into our consciousness, which is a good thing to discover, because this is a card full of vicious circles. And to break a vicious circle, we have to get in touch with the real pain and understand what the real needs are. Well, maybe you didn't have in your life, in your childhood, maybe you didn't have encouragement. Maybe you didn't have, connection, so that you weren't seen and heard and understood. So it causes us all the time to go, hey, what's going on? And maybe with the Ten of Pentacles over here, maybe it has something to do with money and finances. Like the rest of my family makes a good living. Why can't I? Something like that. It makes you wonder, when there's combination here. I wouldn't say that with the Ten of Pentacles alone and upright. I would say, I'm only saying that because we do have the Five of Swords in the center, right? The Five of Swords is all about conflict. So there's a tension field, inside that's making you feel like you've lost something or you're not winning. And the winning has to do with the family for some reason or another. Sometimes, too, the Five of Swords, coming through in the upright position can have to do with being humiliated. And then with the Ten of Pentacles, it makes me feel like it's a family. So maybe there's a lot of, in your family ancestry, maybe there have been those of you who have been scapegoated, and then the other ones act like, they're all that. And you're having to differentiate with the Seven of Wands. You're differentiating, you're making the distinctions, and you're discerning what is it that's really going on. Because this card is Mercury and Virgo, so this has to do with thinking and going in and trying to figure out like what's really going on. But this would be a happy family in, communication, and they all work hard, and this is the reason why, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is really good. It's all about having that family wealth and something established. It can be a card of retirement as well. So maybe there's someone out there that needs to hear that. Try not to overthink retirement. Try not to compare yourself with any other family member. Because comparing ourselves to anyone else that's a complete violation of spiritual law. We are each unique individuals, and we're not meant to do that. But the Seven of Wands, too, on another level, it can really help us to persevere, right? And just to let go of any mental challenges. Seven of Wands would be challenges, and then the Five of Swords would be the mental challenges. Because it's really just all in our heads, right? There really is no loss to your spirit. It's always just our soul stuff that we're working out. Our spirits are absolutely fine. So if you can think in those terms, that might be helpful. But other than that, I'm just going to get this uploaded. And as always, sending you big hugs. Bye.